Antonio, I just woke up and I dreamt about some very interesting fragrances, and I was wondering if I can find a perfumery nearby. I would like to try some perfumes today.
Yes, of course, madam. I can suggest you the first luxury perfume in France, not too far from here.
Yes.
On the bottom of the village is one of the prestigious house of Fragonard.
Oh, very nice. Thank you so very much, Antonio. I will pass by to get more details.
May I help you?
Yes, I think I need your help. So I was thinking about some flavors that I have imagined this morning while waking up. I was thinking to create, but of course with guidance, because I will need the knowledge that you already have to create something particular or specific, or to say like an intuition of the moment. Would that be possible?
Do you have time now? So it's a tiny part of the collection, of course, but many brands are going to choose a special shape that makes that you are going to recognize them straight away.
Exactly.
It's nice style. Sometimes with flowers, sometimes with kids. You might have messages, sometimes like, love message. The part of the design is very important. Nowadays, a very large amount of perfume are sold under the name of fashion designer.
Yes.
So the bottle, which is something accessible to many people, needs to represent the high fashion people can't accede to. So it's quite a job, actually. So Alena, this is what we name an organ. This is the desk of the perfumer, so like the instrument of music.
Wow.
And this is where we have a selection of raw material. Nowadays, there are more than 3,500 different raw materials. Nobody is working with such a large spectra of possibilities. So the perfumers will make a selection according to their style. They are artists, so they have their signatures, even if they are working as well for companies, so they need to understand the image of the company as well, the history of the company. So we are placing the raw materials into small bottles, always with tinted glass. It helps to protect them from the light, because these are fragile things. As I say very often, when you imagine what a musician can do with 7 notes,
Oh my God.
so you can imagine what we can make here. So,
This is where magic happens?
it's going to be an introduction. We are not having so many raw materials as the one you have seen on the organ. I like to see them like friends.
I agree.
Creating a scent can last between 6 months to 5 years. So as we have a scent of spice, a scent of wood, and the citruses, we can use it to make something very refreshing, and the idea of an eau de cologne. Or we can underline the spice and woody aspect and go something a bit more oriental, warmer. Scents and colors are quite connected, actually. Vanilla is very warm and very spicy and almost like rum.
Yes.
we are talking about an olfactory pyramid. The first thing we do smell is what we name the top notes, so the top of the pyramid. Usually these are citruses, that's to say volatile and refreshing elements. Then after a while we smell the heart or middle note better. Usually they do represent about 60% of the formula. So this note is giving the theme to the perfume, which explains that we'll find usually flowers for ladies, spices or aromatic blends for gentlemen. And finally we have the base note, and in the base note we have long-lasting elements like vanilla, like tonka beans, like woods. And these elements are like the ground floor of your scent, as the other raw materials will fix themselves on these ones and help the scent to last any time.
Wow.
And the final step will be your skin, your personal scent, because you'll have this combination too. I like to see them as a novel. You're turning the pages, it's still the same story, but we are discovering new characters and new scenes. Lavender, a bit more.
The queen of this year, if I might say.
Provence, very Provençal blend, absolutely. So you see that we have an architecture now.
Yes.
We can really feel the spine of the different raw material. Sometimes people are a bit lost to talk about perfume because we don't always have the vocabulary to describe a scent. So this explains that very often we are using the vocabulary of music, note and composition and accord. And also it can be compared to painting. When you mix colors, warm and cold ones, they are going to go along.
Yes. 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 If I would add just half of a milliliter, would it change dramatically?
So, as we have this spicy scent into the bergamot, it will be very nice with the warmth of the orange. Base of the scent, we have something leathery, we have something earthy.
It will be 1 or 1.5.
Would you like to try it on your skin?
Yes.
To see how it goes on? Let's see. Now, see it's softer now, with the floral aspect coming through. Imagine a nice name for your scent.
Citruses by the sea. Wow, my first perfume. Well, this is the way of having with me all summer.
So I'm very happy then.
Well, this was one of the most beautiful experiences I have ever had. I love perfumes, I love fragrances, so this was like a fairy tale to me, and I can't thank you enough for offering me this beautiful experience, and hope to see you soon when I come around.
It has been a pleasure, and I'll be happy to welcome you again.
Thank you so much.
Merci.